to Virginia Tech, and you said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs. The Mustangs will put toe together and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Got it in the middle, it's Overton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Overton. Across the 25, he's got room. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Hokies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokie.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Right on the money. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Pressure coming. It's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Might be changing the route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, he keeps making more of those. Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football, and this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Overton. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good in the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A great catch and run for 6. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Hauls it in. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He'll do it himself. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Out of the shotgun on third down. Looking to buy time. Can't White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just steppen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
You're a defensive guy. You want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is.
Snake gets it done.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes he...
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Hokies have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 13 to Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Overton. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys.
Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game started.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Floats it out in space. Continues to fight for yards. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The screen, he's got wheels.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
The screen, he can go. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. They're going to run it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Good, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Nice move to pick up yardage. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll run it on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. All down inside the 5, at the 4 after the pick.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him loss.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here's the give off the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Sure hands, it's Wiggins. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Across the 45. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the the sticks with his feet. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Handoff from the shotgun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got it behind the line. It's Overton. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Hokies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll pull it on the read. He fought them all for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. They were just...
Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Cantrell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. A lot of urgency for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To give to the tailback. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The offense changing the play. With the run on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. He'll throw on 3rd down. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
The Mustangs will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.